Alright guys, welcome back. We have another Cavalier difficulty event quest. Let's go chapter by chapter. So 1.1, we've got a Ronin here. I did this one also with Sunspot, but here you can just go in and wipe him down pretty easily with Archangel. Uh, you can basically shut him down. I think what happens is when he throws his specials, he can go stun immune, but you get a couple parry heavies off at the beginning with Archangel, and you basically shut the node down completely, and we can just melt it down. This Ronin, no problem. It's just a easy fight with Archangel, and again, I said I think I did it on the other account with Sunspot, and just didn't bother with just after his specials. I think he gets gets stun immune for a little bit, so not too bad at all. And down goes Ronin. Okay, next up is a Sentinel with destructive feedback. So here's a note if you haven't played this one before. I'm sure if you're doing Cavalier EQ, you probably have. But basically, at the start of the fight, all the damage that you're going to do, you can get the initial parry off because you haven't done any damage yet. All the damage you do while that yellow circle is up is going to get held, and as soon as it's done, then all that damage he's going to take it. So now when it goes on a cooldown, so when that gray timer is there, you can parry and hit into him, and he's going to take damage. You just have to be careful that if you do any damage to him while he has the yellow timer up, if you get hit, that damage is put on you. So any damage that I do now, if I were to get hit or touched at all by him, so if I block him, I parry him, anything, get clipped by a special attack, all that damage is going to get put on me instead. But, and again, Hercules, super easy against this one. He also has node where if you intercept, you get extra Furies. But that's all you got to know for destructive feedback. All right, next up, we've got this super buffet and under pressure, rich get richer. I think I did this with and without. Well, this one is with the Odin pre-fights just for fun. You don't really need that. Here, I love to go in with Doc Ock with the Mr. Fantastic synergy. Just parry heavy. Keep him, keep him power. Keep the heal block on the entire time. I can't reverse anything, but again, get nice direct damage. Big old special 2 here. The only thing is I don't want to dash back more than once in a row. If I dash back twice in a row, I'm going to get a disorient, and then my parries might not stick, and then my ability accuracy is going to go down. So you can see here that when he does throw that special, I am just taking it on the block because I don't want to trigger the disorient. But for the most part, Doc Ock does a great job over here. Again, now let's get back into the parry heavy game. Again, doing some nice direct damage using the Mr. Fantastic synergy for power stings. So when he throws a special, he's taking some damage. So works really well for me. That's how I am playing Doc Ock here. Just reapply the Mr. Fantastic debuffs there. And as long as my parry game is working, then I can keep him in check the entire time. Get off another nice special 2. And that should be it for Sabretooth. All right. Next up, we have this Juggernaut, who, again, you want to deal with his slow, like you want a slow champion or someone who can deal with his unblockable. Feats of indestructible, so when you go over 2 bars, he's gonna be indestructible. All specials are unblockable, and he has power snack. So Red Guardian is, in my opinion, a perfect counter here because he's got the slow on his special 1. You can refresh it with heavies, and he doesn't have any buffs, so you don't have to worry about him gaining a ton of power. You don't have to worry about power snack. I think the only thing that I think I would have made this fight faster is when I do decide to build up to a special 2. I forget about the feats of indestructible, and they threw it right away, and I should have just waited, and that would have been I think the fight would have been done even faster. So again, I did throw a couple special ones in a row here. Really, you can just parry and heavy to refresh it. You don't have to worry about it at all. His specials are unblockable, but it's Juggernaut, so it's not too bad. Sometimes though, his like that special one can clip you if you're not fast enough. But I think here, I think at one point I do go ahead and I build up to a special 2, because the special 2 with Red Guardian does quite a bit of damage. Even those heavies, that 10k heavy is quite nice. So that I should have waited an extra second there to wait a few seconds for that Feats of Indestructible to go away. But that's fine. We'll keep reapplying the debuffs here. And again, I think we're going to build up to a special 2. And we're actually going to wait out the Feats of Indestructible, or I'm not even sure, it might have at this point. Yeah, it didn't trigger, so we can go ahead, get a couple nice big heavy attacks off in the corner, and really make some quick work. Really easy fight there against Juggernaut. I think I also did it with Captain America Infinity War on my other account. Now we get our first taste of the new ones. We got Sauron here. We're going to go in with Nimrod. He's fantastic. Granted, I've already seen Aegon, Miles, Sentinel, Hercules all do great jobs against him. But here, the only thing that you got to look out for is when he gets a certain amount of prowess, you're going to see unblockable ready. So see when he has unblockable ready, his dash attack will be unblockable. Then you can go ahead and it goes on to a cooldown. So you want to be careful there after that first one. And then I just took the special one on the block. And then Sentinel just absolutely wrecks these mutant regen champions. Just look at him melt away from that special 2. Just completely shutting him down. Again, saw a bunch of other fights where you can kind of blitz him, but Nimrod was very, very easy. Very happy that I took this guy up to rank 5. I pulled him so many times out of the featured 5 stars, the only featured 5 star that I kept pulling. So definitely happy to get some good use out of him. And then for Toad as well, I've seen, I think MSD already put out a 2-star Guillotine 2099 solo, but that took quite a while. But you also have seen CGR, Hercules, but Nimrod, super easy here. Again, I do like to use the Mr. Fantastic and Doc Ock synergy for power stings and the Mr. Fantastic pre-fights. Not necessary, but I throw them on the team, so I've got them there anyways. His special one is very easy to counter. It's just like a kick and then the tongue whip, and then you can go in and attack afterwards. Very, very easy. But again, that special 2 doing some nice damage with the shocks. Really, Nimrod, fantastic here. But yeah, a little bit, the champions aren't too bad. I have to see if you can evade that. I haven't tried to evade Sauron specials. Those ones got those strong beams in there. I have to work on the timing. But here, even the special 2 for this guy is not too bad. You can just I don't know if you can counter it, but you can just jump to the end of the screen and he kind of does like a jump kick and then throws like a spitball at you, which is pretty easy to evade. But that little kick and tongue whip, very easy to counter. Same with his heavy, not too bad. But again, Nimrod doing a great job against this guy. I have to try some other champions out, but these are some of the ones I used on my first runs. So I hope this helps, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.